Hey, it's me again. So, I did my introduction video, which gave you a very brief overview of who I am and what my background is and what my wellness journey is about. So, I just want to go into that a little bit more. Um, I was overseas in April. I went to Dubai and yeah, overweight. When by the time I got there, I felt like the inflammation had flared up and everything that the clothes I had were all so super tight and made me feel yucky. But I guess I've been battling with my weight for several years. I'm postmenopausal, didn't take any HRT through that whole time. I managed it on my own. Probably a little bit crazy of me, a bit brave of me, but I really don't like taking meds unless I absolutely need them. So I just managed it, and it was fine, you know. Yeah, there were ups and downs, there were good days, there were shit days, but hey, that's life, isn't it? So anyway, sort of fast forwarding through the COVID years, gosh, should we give it a name? That's just awful, isn't it? Anyway, yeah, it was a tough time for many of us. I'm not unique, you know. Uh, Not many people escaped some kind of trauma or suffering during that time, whether it was, you know, through the loss of a loved one or all sorts of stuff. Anyway, let's not dwell on the past. Let's look to the future. Hey, I'm all for that. Dwelling on the past and dwelling on what may or may not happen in this world. In my humble opinion, if we put energy into something, guess what? It's just not going to help anything. So I've been reading a lot and I prefer to go to my audiobooks. So my reading is through here, actually not through my eyes. So I've been listening to an awful lot of audiobooks in the last couple of years, mainly self-development, leadership, self-help, that kind of stuff. There have been some great ones. Gabby Bernstein, very, very great to listen to. John Maxwell for leadership and many others. And I'll probably share some of those later. But I have learned over the last few years that gratitude is extremely important to help us keep our energy up. And my wellness journey has involved a lot of um, things focusing around my own personal energy. Um, has been very, very low at times. And I notice when my energy's low, everything around me is really difficult. I drop below the line, as Eckhart Tolle refers to it, which is quite interesting. Looking at the background picture, there's a line right across the middle. And so if you have a line that you can work towards in your mind, if you can energetically keep above the line and be aware of that when you drop onto the line or below it, try and recognize that, because when we drop below the line, it's a bit like scuba diving, you know, it's easy to just drop like a stone. You don't want to do that. And I mean, I say you don't want to do that. If you do that, you have to be really aware and know I need to pull myself up from that. No one else can do it for you. You have to have the capacity to be able to do it for yourself. So now I'm the kind of person who I'm not very good at reaching out to my friends for help. I have this thing that I don't want to trouble them. I don't want to burden them. I don't want them to feel sorry for me. I feel sorry for myself at times. I don't want my friends feeling sorry for me because I get really pissy about it. And it's just like, I'm not a victim. Don't feel sorry for me. Um, I've been listening to a book recently, and at the moment, the author has gone right out of my head, but that pulled me up to date with thinking, holy shit, I am actually a victim. I have believed myself to be a victim by my thoughts and some of my actions. And that was a bit of a shocker, because I've always maintained I'm not a victim. I've got a real positive outlook on life. But wow. have I learned a lot in the last even 6 months. So going back to Dubai, when I when I left Dubai to fly home, I started feeling a little bit unwell. Got home, had about a week where I really felt not good. A little bit of a sniffle, a bit of a cold, a bit of a sore throat. Turns out I actually had COVID. Seriously, not seriously, where it, you know, completely knocked me off my feet physically. But what it did do mentally was make me crash. And I had been working with no real breaks and giving my all to something and giving my all to people. And obviously, over a period of time, and then with this COVID thing, it took its toll and I crashed. It's taken me the last almost 5 months to build back up, recharge my batteries, and it's been quite the journey. Oh, excuse me, 1 second. I'm going to pause this and I will be right back. World. Oh, maybe I wasn't. Oh, I don't know what I've done now. Maybe I did it twice. Hang on, let me pause. It's not letting me pause. Right, we're going to go again. So if you're watching this, there could be a couple of little blips in the middle of this. I have no idea. Anyway, it is what it is. Sometimes technology is great and I handle it really well and I know what I'm doing. And there'll be other days like when my nose won't stop running because of hay fever. Yeah, it's that same thing about your energy above the line. Mine's sort of sitting on the line at the moment because the hay fever is actually really annoying the hell out of me. But there, I'm here. I'm sharing a little bit about my story, vulnerably, and as I say, if it's all too much, then you can just stop it and don't listen anymore, and that's fine too. Because I do believe that we can learn as much or as little from another person as we need to or want to, and it's fine. If you listen to 5 minutes and think I've had enough, I'm not going to be offended by that. Maybe come back another day, maybe watch something else, and you might watch that one all the way through and think, oh, okay, I found that really useful. So I don't know. I really don't know what people are going, how people will react to me, to my stories, and all I can do is say, look, all I'm doing is sharing what I can share. If it helps someone, great. If 2 minutes of what I say helps someone, fantastic. If 30 minutes of what I say just pisses someone off, then I'm really, really sorry because it wasn't intentional. And then it's up to you whether you listen again or not listen again. Okay. So, and I think about this on your own journey. Get your own mindset in check. Don't be offended by what other people think or say about you. It doesn't matter to you. That's their business, not yours. You carry on being you, do you, enjoy it. Learn to learn to look yourself in the eye in the mirror and say, you know what, you're really cool. I really like you. You'd be my best friend. You are my best friend. When you can get to that place and really look at yourself and say, I really love having you around. You're the best friend I've ever had. And I really didn't realize it until just now. You know, I thought there's been times, how many times have you actually said, oh my God, you're stupid. Oh, you're an idiot. Oh, I think we've all done it. We put ourselves down so much. So look back and think, what have you done in the past that has warranted you turning on yourself and saying, you are a complete, sorry, nose blower. You're a complete idiot. You are just a horrible person. I hate you. How many times have you said that to yourself? Well, go and forgive yourself. Go and forgive yourself for saying those things. And look at how far you have actually come in your life. And I bet you that there are many things that you can be grateful for. I can look in the mirror this is seriously for the first time probably ever. I can say, Chrissy, I like you. You're great. You're amazing. You've done some incredible things. Yeah, you've made some mistakes, but so what? You've learned from them. It doesn't matter. I know, hand on heart, that I have never, ever intentionally set out to upset somebody, anger somebody, hurt somebody. I'm not saying I haven't done those things, because I know I have, but I've never done it intentionally to be vindictive or horrible. Okay. If I have delivered words in anger, it's been because I've been triggered. That doesn't necessarily make it, bad. It doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make the other person a bad person. I've learned to look and think, we're all on a journey. We all have good days. We all have bad days. I don't know if you're having a good day or bad day. I would assume from your energy, I can tell. If you're happy and laughing, I'm assuming you're having a good day. But if you're being a complete jackass, maybe you're not really a jackass, but you're just having a really bad day. And I have to check myself and say, this person's clearly going through something at the moment. Don't react. Don't react. They're trying their best. Let them. And that's the same. It's the same with each and every one of us. My God, being a human, is that what I should be saying? I don't know what I should be saying. But anyway, living our life is not easy. It is not for wimps, is it? When we're born, what a shame we don't come with a handbook. But the reason we probably don't is because every single one of us is going to have different lessons in life. We're going to all have mountains to climb. Some of those mountains are actually going to have a really clear path that's really cool and beautiful views. Other people are going to have a really rocky path, and they're going to keep stumbling, and they're going to keep stumbling. And only us can fix that as individuals, and see it for what it is, and not be offended by it, and keep getting up every time. And know that if you are on a low, and if you are having a bad time, it's okay. You're not an island. Reach out to somebody that you trust and say, I'm just having a really bad time. Don't want to talk to you at the moment. I'm just letting you know where things are. But just know I'm okay. I have a tendency to say, go away, leave me alone, don't talk to me, don't call me, don't this, don't that. And thankfully, I've got a few friends who know that I don't actually mean that. And I'm really grateful then when they just send me a message. They know not to call me. They know I'm not going to pick up, but they also know that they don't have to worry about me. And it's really lovely when those friends just send me a message, whether it's a text message or a message on Facebook Messenger or whatever, and just say, hey, you okay? Just checking in on you. And usually, sometimes if I'm in a really low space, I might just give a thumbs up. I might not actually respond, but they don't go away and think, oh, how rude, she hasn't replied. They'll know that on some level I'm okay, and I will get back to them. I will respond eventually. Yeah, see, my dog agrees as well. She's telling me she wants to go in the garden. Actually, no, she's telling me she wants her dinner. It's that time of the day, isn't it? So, but yeah, I hope that gives you a little bit more insight into me. I was talking about Dubai, returning from Dubai, having COVID, going downhill, spent 5 months in a very dark place. And just in a nutshell, before she worries me anymore to go out or eat, yes, I've come through that dark space. It's taken a while. I would have once never told anybody this, that I had to go to the doctor in the end because I was in such a mess. I was sleeping most days all day, or I'd get up, sit in an armchair, watch TV. and then go back to bed again after I'd had a guts full of the TV, not TV, movies. I don't watch TV. I was watching movies or series or something. But so yeah, it was a dark place for me. So I ended up going to the doctors and I made a conscious decision. I need some antidepressants. I don't want to take them. I'm only going to take half a dose, even though the doctor said, I really recommend you should take the full dose as soon as possible. It's like, yeah, that ain't going to happen. I felt, and I use a pendulum, the pendulum told me, and I also felt anyway, that I should only take half a dose. So I took half a dose for 4 weeks. And the side effects were horrible, horrible. I've got a slight tremor. That slight tremor became so flipping bad over that 4-week period that I couldn't even pick a pen up without dropping it. You know, I'd go to pick the pen up and my hand was like this and I couldn't actually get it. That's how bad it had got. And it embarrassed me, actually. It really embarrassed me. And I was angry with the situation and myself because it's like, for goodness sakes, I'd go to eat my dinner and my hand was shaking so much. It was just awful. So I was introduced to a particular supplement, a natural supplement that I've only been taking for 1 week, and I will be sharing more about it. I've been taking it for 1 week. The first day I took it was actually last Wednesday evening. Thursday morning, I woke up and I had made a conscious decision. I am not going to take another antidepressant. So I haven't had any all week. I feel great. So this supplement, it has been amazing. And I'll share more about my journey on that. But just in a nutshell, I'm sleeping better. I feel alive again. My brain is working. When I was going through that difficult time, I couldn't string a sentence together without stammering, without losing my words completely. And I would get so stressed that my voice was shaking, my body was shaking. I could not have done a video like this. It was just awful. And here I am after 1 week on this product. As I say, I'm getting the best sleep I've ever had. Oh, listen to her. I'll be there in a minute. Okay. Yes, I'm having the best sleeps. I'm not getting up 4 and 5 times in the night to go and have a wee. Most nights I'm not even having to get up 1 time, let alone 4 or 5. So I'm sleeping all the way through. My mind is clearer. I'm more active. I've got so much more energy. Instead of sleeping till 11, 12 o'clock, I'm getting up. I'm waking up around about 7:30, 7 o'clock sometimes. I'm up within half an hour and I'm about my day. And previously, if I'd got up early, by 3 in the afternoon, I'd be going and having a nap. I haven't had a daytime nap now in this last week. I'm wide awake. I'm happy. Seriously, I just can't tell you. My skin is getting better. My shake is almost gone. It's actually improved on where it had been. So it is, I can say it's getting better. In another video, I'm going to give you my why. Why have I decided to take this supplement? This supplement is all about fat loss. Yeah, I have got visceral fat I need to lose, but I'm not huge. I'm not tall, so I so I feel big at times because I'm not very tall. But I probably have about 15 kilos to lose. Okay, it's not the end of the world, but I know there are other health things that I can benefit from. But more of that another time. Right now, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say thank you very much for taking the time to listen. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed listening, and enjoy your day, evening, wherever you are in the world. And next time I'll share my why, and I'll share more of the journey and the benefits of what I'm feeling from taking this product. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye bye for now.